and thank you for joining us today. I am Rajesh Pandey, and on behalf of ICICI Direct, welcome you to the exclusive webinar on trading smart option strategies with Sensible. In recent times, especially the last 6 months, we have seen unprecedented volatility in the stock markets across the globe. With the COVID-19 pandemic and the related uncertainty of impact on human lives, economy, and the related degrowth had given jitters to the stock markets across the globe. IMF, as well as other rating agencies, had downgraded the global GDP estimates on account of COVID-19. However, most of the global markets, including ours, have made a sharp recovery from the March month lows, as clearly there was a decline in death rate and consequent improvement in recoveries from the May month onward. This also coincided with the global economies unlocking in a staggered manner. Furthermore, as at June 20, globally a total of $7 trillion in quantitative easing has been provided. QE bodes well for the overall liquidity in the financial markets, financial asset prices, and consequently the equities. This led to a sharp run-up in equity markets globally, including ours. Another phenomenon with the ensuing lockdown and the enablement of work-from-home culture has been a sharp rise in the number of retail customers participating in the stock markets. There has been renewed interest in the options market in the futures and options space. Typically, people get into options trading to make quick money. It has low margin requirements, gives higher leverage, and available at practically nil costs. While market volatility creates opportunity, it also punishes investor traders who have not taken risk control measures properly. I believe Sensible promotes risk controlled strategies, and traders who use it extensively were the ones least impacted during these volatile times. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce you to the co-founder of Sensible, who will help us analyze the measures and understand how to play the options market using Sensible. Welcome, Abid.
Thank you, Rajesh. Very happy to be here.
So let us begin, Abid. My first question to you is, how should a new investor trade options?
This is possibly the most common first question which every investor asks us. And to answer this, I'll just give you the 3 fundamental things which you have to look for in any trade, right? These are: 1, reward, which is how much will you make; 2, risk, which is how much can you lose; and 3, how much capital should you deploy for this, which basically determines your ROI. On all these 3 parameters, options rank highly. Let's see this with a demo. This is one of the most basic features which we have in Sensible, which is called easy options. So let's say a new investor comes to us and says, you know what, I think Nifty is going to go up, and now he wants an option trade. Now conventionally people will be betting on a future or buy stock or something, but look at this one, right? This is an option trade, and it comes with 3 things. One is your max profit, the other is your max loss, that is 4594, which is, let's say, roughly 4,500 rupees, right? And you lose roughly 3,000 rupees. And this trade, right, it usually takes around 30,000 rupees to enter this trade. So this is a reasonably good return. It's almost 1.5 times what you can lose in the worst case. And the money required is only around 30,000, which means it gives you an ROI of roughly 15%, right? So on all these 3 parameters, it has ranked highly, which means that, you know, it's a good enough reason why I should consider option trading. But I want to focus on one thing at this stage, right? That is about max loss. This is possibly the most critical number which you can see on the screen. So the thing is this, right? A retail investor is somebody, or a normal investor, people like you and me. We are people with very less capital with us, right? And so it's very important that we preserve our capital. It's not like we lose 10 lakhs one day and we go and buy it again for 20 lakhs, right? So From that angle, the fact that in one trade you can lose only around 2,900 rupees becomes extremely important. And if you ask me, if I were to give you one reason and one reason alone why people should contemplate trading only in option strategies, in fact, that would be this max loss number.
Thanks, Abid. This seems very interesting. This particular feature of max loss. So, as a trader or an investor, the natural question which comes to my mind is this true? Does that really happen? Under any circumstance, is there a chance that my losses can exceed what I see on the screen here?
This is real, and there's no circumstance under which this loss can be exceeded. This is not some theoretical number, and this does not imply that a user has to hit the stop loss to realize this loss. Option strategies are hedged instruments, and they come with a pre-built max loss. So even if the index were to go up 10%, down 10%, 20, 30%, I mean gaps, no matter whatever it is, this is all that you'll lose.
That sounds interesting. And that is my next question to you as well. As a futures and options trader, one of the greatest worries which I have is what will happen to my overnight position if the market opens with a gap up or a gap down. This is very relevant now as we witnessed a lot of volatility in the markets. So how effective are option strategies in helping traders with these kind of scenarios? How can Sensible help here?
Okay, so let's take three traders, right? Or three trades, I mean, whichever way you want to look at it. So one is somebody is bullish on Nifty and that person bought a September 11,500 call. The second scenario is somebody is bullish on Nifty and they bought a future. And the third one is an option strategy person. He bought a call spread, what is called a call spread. So look at this, right? Let's simulate a opening where Nifty just falls to 11,000 straight away. Now this person has lost 34,000 rupees on a single lot. Now let's look at our the other person who has bought a call option. He lost around 9,500 rupees. Now let's look at what happened to our option strategy man. He lost only 3,000 rupees, right? And that's the thing, right? So this max loss of 3,500, this thing is not getting exceeded. So even if I do something crazy, like let's say Nifty goes to 10,000 or 8,000, that's it. 3,500 is his loss, and this thing is getting capped out here. So the good thing about option strategies is this, right? So as you can see in this visualization, right, no matter what happens, you're still capping your losses. This is actually where option strategies come in handy. And another aspect here is, right, so let's say that this gap did not happen, and even if it is steadily falling, it's not necessary that people are always around to hit a stop loss or they'll hit a stop loss. So this max loss is actually making sure that the stop loss comes into picture and your capital is protected even in a very adverse moment.
Thank you, Abid, for such a detailed explanation. So this takes care of the risk aspect. Now let us come to returns. As a smart trader, I would be very keen to explore how I can maximize the returns. A lot has changed recently in the capital requirement for trading options. SEBI and the regulators have reduced margin for hedged option strategies, which are option trades with limited losses, to encourage retail investors and to trade in a more risk-defined way. So could you illustrate how our users can take advantage of this change in regulation and maximize their ROI?
To understand this, one should understand the capital of margin. So why does exchange take margin from you? This is because they want to cover for any potential losses that you can incur. But if the losses are limited, then the exchange doesn't require so much margin, and therefore the margins are lower, right? And this is what the new rules have done. For hedge strategies with lower potential losses, the margins are also lower. Now, if the margins are low, it means that the capital requirements are low. And what does that mean? Since you are deploying lower capital, the ROI becomes higher. Let me illustrate this with three trades: a future, an option, and an option strategy. Let's look at the future first. Now, a future can have a high profit or a high loss. Therefore, the margin required is very high, around 1.44N. Now, let's look at the sell option trade. The losses on this can be quite high. Therefore, to cover those losses, it requires a very high margin. That's around 1.3L. And finally, let's look at the hedged option strategy. Now you can see this, right? The loss which you can have on this strategy is very limited, around 9,000 rupees. So the margin required is also pretty low. It's around 34K, right? So because of this low margin requirement, the ROI on this trade is very high. This recent rule change is great for two reasons, right? One, it allows people who do hedge trades to trade with lower margin, which means it encourages them to do risk management. And the other thing, of course, is that it rewards them with higher ROI thanks to a lower capital requirement.
Thanks again, Abid, for a detailed explanation. Another aspect is our observation that most of the retail customers end up buying options. So, which is a better strategy to your mind and why?
If you ask me, there's no right answer to this question. Trading is a game of probabilities, and in a game of probabilities, there's no right answer to one situation, right? I mean, there's only a right answer in the long run, in a long series of similar situations. And the answer to the question you're asking in this case is that in the long run, option sellers tend to win. To understand this, let me compare a buy option trade and a sell option trade with a demo. In one, somebody decided to execute his bullish view with a buy option trade, and in the other, he decided to execute this through a sell option trade. Straight away, one thing stands out. This number, right, is saying 69% probability of profit. This says 32% of probability of profit. So a buy option has a significantly lower probability of profit than a sell option. Now we have to understand why is that so. So for that, the important thing to understand here is that when do these things break even, right? And for that, we have to understand what exactly is happening when you buy and sell. So when you buy an option, right, you make money if it crosses 11,500 strike, this one, right, 11,500 call. When the strike price, which is 11,500, is crossed by the index, you start making money. But then you also paid a premium of 136 rupees to buy this. So effectively, you have to recover this premium also. So your break even is at 11,500 plus 136, which you can see it's somewhere around 11,637. Now Nifty currently is at 11,464 when we are doing this, and this number, which is 11,636, is almost 200 points away. So to make money on this trade, you need like a 1.5% movement in your favor, right? And that too you need it before 24th of September. Whereas look at this one, right? You're receiving a premium here. So you lose money below 11,400, but that's not enough. You have a cushion of this 127, which means 11,400 minus 127 is where you actually start losing money, right? And you can see that break even is at around 11,273. So look at this, right? In the sell trade, you got the premium and got a very nice break even for yourself, which basically means that even if it goes down a little bit, you still are going to make this entire premium. Whereas for the buyer, you have to recover this whole premium for you to make money, before the expiry comes. So this person, right, he has a premium, has a higher probability of profit, and all he needs to make sure is that, let Nifty not go below 11,400 by a huge margin. So I just have to make sure that I'm not very wrong in this case, right, before the expiry. Whereas this person has to make sure that he is right. But it's not enough that he is right. He has to be right by 160 odd points, right? Now that is 280 odd points, right? Now that's a huge ask. So between this person who's saying that, I'm not going to be wrong, and between this person who's going to be saying I'm going to be very right within a time frame, the probability of this person winning is any given day higher. So this is fundamentally why option selling is a better game in the long run, which is basically the fact that you're pocketing the premium, you're allowing yourself room to be wrong, and because of these two, you're playing a game of higher probability.
Yeah. So, at this point, many of our viewers would be wondering, why do retail investors buy options then if selling is better? So let me ask this to you again on behalf of the audience.
The answer is simple. people were just forced to buy options because they did not have enough margins to sell options. And I'm pretty sure in the coming days, people will or might change from buying options to selling options. In fact, let me ask you this, right? Because you're getting to see data a lot more from your side of business. So, is there like a change in investors going from the side of buy options to sell options? What's your observations here like?
What I have observed among our clients is that several clients understand that option with a hedge is better than naked buying. As you and I on this side of the business understand selling is better, there is this shift among the retail audience also that selling with risk management and hedging in the long run is better. The only obstacle to this has been the prohibitive capital requirements, and I'm sure with the change regulation, we see a lot more of our clients entering systematic and risk managed option selling. For our viewers who are new to this, could you show some simple hedged option strategies, please?
Sure thing. So we look at very elementary strategies for beginners, which are spreads. So let me quickly show a demo of that. So this is a bull put spread, which is a premium receive strategy you do in bull markets, right? So I first sold 11,400 put, which is basically me saying it won't go below 11,400 before 17th September, which is this expiry. The other thing, of course, is a protective put at 11,300, which is saying that, look, in case I'm wrong, I want my losses to be limited. So if you look at this trade, you can see that it has a 66% probability of profit because, you know, you have this cushion of margin and cushion of premium, and 11,400 is some distance away from the current spot. And as long as it is above 11,400, you'll make this full profit, which is 2,149. The capital required is only 27K, which means it gives you quite a high ROI on expiry, almost 8% for 4-5 days, which is great. And what you can also do is you can make it even safer by shifting the strike further away. So basically now you're saying that, look, 11,300 is the bottom, 164 points away. You're playing super safe, and you're selling a put at 11,300 instead and buying a protective put at 11,200. Now this is even better from a probability perspective because 11,300 is farther than 11,400, and this is giving you like a 77% probability of profit. You can see the risk reward is not great, but then risk reward will not be great if you're choosing a high probability game, right? So again, low capital required, reasonably good return, almost 5% for like 4 days. So this is a selling strategy with protection, and this is very important, right? Because if you don't have this protection, then you're exposing yourself to this, whatever you see here. So always do this protective put buying also when you're doing this. So this is a option strategy which involves collecting premium in a bullish market scenario. Now let's look at its counterpart in a bearish market scenario. So if you're bearish, what would you do? You would first sell a call, right? But then you have to do a hedge also, because in case the market goes against you, you have to stop your loss somewhere. So we'll do what is called a call spread. So I'll sell a 11,500 call and I'll buy a 11,600 call to cap my losses. So in this case, you can see that your maximum profit is 2,800, your max loss is 4,600. But then, although this max loss is higher than the max profit, it comes with a higher probability of profit. And also, in case it stays anywhere below this 11,500, you'll always make money. So you just have to make sure that you're not very wrong before this end of expiry. You can make it even safer by playing it this way, 11,600 and 11,700. So in that case, the probability of profit is now 77%, almost 80. The risk reward has decreased, but you're playing super safe because you have like a 150 point margin of error. And finally, we'll go to what is called an iron condor, which is a good strategy for beginners when it comes to, you know, still markets or range bound markets. So what I'm doing here is I'm saying that, look, 11,300 is the bottom range for Nifty, and let's say 700 is the top end of Nifty. So now you're saying that, look, Nifty is going to be between 11,300 and 11,700. But in case I'm wrong, I want some protection. So I'll say I want protection at 11,100 and 11,900. So this is an iron condor. So what happens is, if Nifty stays within this range of 11,300 and 11,700, you'll end up making the entire premium, right? And that gives you like a 70% probability of profit, because you're playing in a 400-point range where you have a margin of error.
Thank you, Abid. Could you also give us a quick demo of Sensible and the most useful features for beginners?
So this is the easiest part which we made for absolute beginners. It's called Easy Options. As the name suggests, it's pretty easy to do option trading with that. So as a beginner, all you have to do is you come to this platform and say, look, I don't know anything about options, but I think Nifty will go up, down, or neutral. Why don't you give me an option strategy? So what we do is, if a user does this, they see three trades, three choices. One is with a high probability of profit, one is with an okay probability of profit, one with a slightly lesser probability of profit, and differing risk rewards, right? So for some reason, this middle one is really interesting because it has a better risk reward ratio, good profit, reasonably okay loss. And this person, if he likes this trade, can just click on this trade button, and the trade goes through directly through ICICI Direct's order management system. Of course, in case you are not completely comfortable with options and you're absolutely new, you don't want to risk any money, you can even say, I don't want to do actual trading. Let me do paper trading or virtual trading without real money. In that case, you can click on this and we'll add it to a virtual portfolio. Now, this is Easy Options, the super simple, most easy way to trade options, limited losses, reasonably good returns, and an option to do paper trading or virtual trading also. Now, there's another class of users who have graduated from Easy Options, and they are not people who just say up or down. They have a view that, look, I think this thing is going to go to this exact level. So let's say somebody has a view like, Reliance, or let me not do Reliance because Reliance is just unpredictable these days. So let me just say this. Somebody says, HDFC Bank is going to stay below 1100 by the end of September expiry. So this person does not have an up-down view, but he has a very specific view with a target and all that, and a date. So this person says, look, I think this is what is going to happen. Why don't you tell me a trade for that? So this person can just come and type in pure English, this is my view, and then type go, and we give trades for this particular thing, right? So a user can see what is the profit, what is the break even, how much is the capital required. You can see the max profit, max loss, percentage probability of profit. You can even see your payoff diagram here, and you can enter this and click on trade button and it goes through directly. Or again, like before, you can click on virtual trade and we'll add it to a virtual portfolio. The third thing for an even more advanced user is the strategy builder. This allows you to construct any custom strategy of your choice. It even allows you to do ready-made strategies. So you can just say bullish, bearish, neutral, others. So let's say I want to do a put ratio back spread, and then I want to analyze this. I can do a lot of things here. I can analyze my potential profit, potential loss. Now this is important because if you're about to take a trade, right, and if you don't know what exactly am I expecting on X% move on White day, so I have this particular trade, and if I'm not able to answer, look, 4 days later, if Bank Nifty moves 3% down, what should I expect? If I don't know this, I'm probably not trading options the right way. So Builder lets you analyze your P&L that way. Another thing which is again interesting is virtual trading. So users can construct their own portfolios by virtually entering trades. So you can see this, right? I can say I want to add a new strategy, and I'll say this is my new strategy. I can add orders here. I can say I bought 11,500 call. Now this is a virtual trade. It allows you to track this trade. You can see what happens to this trade every day. It tracks the real market price. So if you're a beginner, you can learn option trading this way. Now one of the things you can also do is you can analyze this trade in your virtual strategies and see what happens to your trade when Nifty goes up and down. This you can do also for your real positions. In case you have any positions, you take your position, click on the analyze button. You can analyze what will happen to your trade. I think the last feature which we would like to analyze or illustrate, which a lot of users have been using very much of late, is we have a feature where you can set alerts on WhatsApp. So the problem is this, right? You can't always be stuck to your screen and see what is happening to the market. But then if market is volatile, you can't really be away either. So to solve this particular problem, I mean, I personally had this problem quite a bit as a trader because I used to be glued to my screen and I couldn't really walk away. So what you can do is I can set an alert saying, look, let me know in case Nifty crosses 11,500, and then I'll get an alert on my WhatsApp saying, look, Nifty has crossed this thing. You can also set alerts on your P&L as well. So in case you have a position in your position screen, which I don't because we can't really trade. So in case you have a positions in your position screen, you can set an alert on your P&L also. So let's say you have a Nifty future and you're saying that I want to get out of it when there's a profit of 5,000 rupees. You can set an alert saying that, look, let me know when the positions P&L becomes 5,000. And we'll again send you a WhatsApp alert saying that, look, your target has been reached. It's probably time to get out. There are several other features, but mostly they are in the realm of advanced tools for data analysis and all that. I won't take any more time on that. You also have a lot of material on learning options for beginners here. But yeah, I think I'd leave it to the user to explore it rather than us blowing our own trumpet. So yeah, that would be a quick demo.
Thanks a lot, Abid. What I could see is that you have something or the other for everyone. So be it a beginner or even a learner or someone who trades into advanced option strategies. That's really nice to see. So thank you so much for being with us today. I'm quite sure that the information that you have shared today will help our viewers take a very informed decision on their approach towards trading. So thanks a lot for joining us today. Like Abid explained, it is extremely critical to have a right strategy as per your risk appetite, and Sensible helps you make that decision. Please ensure you go out and subscribe to the 7-day trial offer today. Thank you all for joining.